You wake up every day to a battle, a war not fought with armies or weapons, but within your own mind. The quiet conflict between who you are and who you have the power to become. Discipline is the unseen general directing your every move, the silent architect of freedom. Without discipline, your life is chaos, masquerading as choice. With it, you become the master of your destiny, the ruler of your inner kingdom. Discipline creates freedom, not the kind handed down by luck or circumstance, but the freedom born from control. The paradox is striking. The more you restrain your impulses, the more liberty you claim. Edison, chained to his lab night after night, was free to light the world. Lincoln, disciplined in thought and action, was free to redefine a nation. They understood that freedom is not an absence of rules, but the power to choose rules that serve your purpose. Your mind is the battlefield where this war is won or lost. It is easy to let it wander, to succumb to fleeting pleasures and distractions that promise comfort but deliver confinement. Yet every moment spent without control is a moment surrendered to chaos. Discipline trains your mind to focus, to resist temptation, to act when you'd rather hesitate. It forges habits that elevate you, shaping your reality one decision at a time. Napoleon Hill said, "Self-discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. If you don't control what you think, you can't control what you do." This mastery is the cornerstone of success. It means rising before the world wakes, dedicating hours to growth while others sleep. It means saying no to the easy path so you can take the one that leads to greatness. It means doing what is necessary, even when the fire of motivation dims. Belief fuels discipline. Without belief, discipline is a cold command. With belief, it becomes a passionate conviction. When you believe in your vision with unshakable certainty, discipline feels less like a burden and more like a loyalty to yourself. Ford did not build the automobile industry by whim. He believed in a future of movement and progress so deeply that every hardship was a test he was willing to pass. Clarity is the lens that sharpens discipline. When your purpose is foggy, discipline falters. When your vision is crystal clear, discipline becomes unstoppable. The greats did not wander aimlessly. They marched with intention. Disney's dream of a world of imagination guided every painstaking detail of his work. Clarity aligned his actions, making discipline a natural extension of his will. Purpose breathes life into discipline. It transforms routine into ritual and labor into legacy. Purpose is the heartbeat that keeps you moving when your body begs for rest. It is the reason you push through fatigue, rejection, and doubt. Without purpose, discipline is hollow. With purpose, it becomes the drumbeat of a life lived on your own terms. Action is the proof of discipline. A mind disciplined but inactive is like a sword left in its sheath. Discipline without action is a promise unfulfilled. The difference between dreamers and doers is the willingness to move when conditions are imperfect. Edison's 10,000 attempts were not failures. They were disciplined acts of creation, each one bringing him closer to the light. Gratitude is the silent partner of discipline. It grounds you in the present and fuels resilience. When you appreciate progress, even the smallest steps, you build momentum that propels you forward. Carnegie taught that appreciation opens doors to cooperation and happiness. Gratitude turns discipline from a chore into a celebration of growth. Adaptability is the flexibility within discipline. Life's storms will test your resolve. The disciplined mind is not rigid, but resilient, able to bend without breaking. Lincoln faced unimaginable opposition, but adapted his strategy without losing sight of his goal. Discipline coupled with adaptability is the formula for lasting success. Resilience is discipline in the face of adversity. It is the stubborn refusal to surrender, the grit that transforms setbacks into comebacks. The disciplined are not immune to failure. They simply do not allow failure to define them. They rise, learn, and press onward with renewed strength. Learning is the fuel for disciplined growth. The mind committed to discipline is never static. It is a voracious learner. It seeks wisdom, embraces feedback, and continually sharpens its edge. The great masters of history dedicated themselves to lifelong learning, knowing that knowledge empowers discipline. Discipline creates freedom by granting you mastery over your choices, your time, and your destiny. It demands sacrifice, yes, but it returns autonomy. It transforms the chaotic noise of life into a symphony composed by your own hand. Train your mind, master your life, and step into the freedom that only discipline can unlock.